So welcome to Healthy Happy Soul TV episode number 12. I am so pumped to be with you today. I mean, I'm always pretty pumped, but today is a gorgeous day. It's absolutely glorious. I got my little Miss Sunshine mug, I got my rainbow tie-dye pants on, I got God's Word, and I'm hanging out with you. Like, how much better could it really get? Really. So I hope you're feeling awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. So just get comfy, make sure you got your cuppa, make sure you got a comfy spot where you can sort of sink down into and just breathe and catch your breath for just a second. Because today I'm going to be talking all about being present. How hard is that in our current culture where life is so fast paced and so on the go, and we are more contactable than ever before. I mean, in the palm of our hands we have our phones, which take us to social media, to emails, we can call people, we can text people, like we are so on all the time. And so it can be hard to be present in the moments that we have because we're constantly being distracted, or we're feeling hyped up. We go because we're thinking about, okay, I got to get to this moment and I got to do this thing next, and there's always just stuff happening. Yeah? Does anyone else feel like that? I don't know if that's just me, but I have learned over the years some really simple but powerful ways to be present in each and every moment. There's a really cool quote, and I don't know who it's by, but it just says, wherever you are, be all there. And I love that thought, you know, so wherever we're at, wherever we are, whatever moment we're in, be all there. But so often, you know, in this current culture, like I said, we're anywhere but there because we're here in, you know, physically, but maybe mentally we're switched off, or we're thinking 10 steps ahead to the next thing we're at. You know, so wherever you are, be all there, and that means being present in the moment. Being present means that we're switching off and we're just focusing intentionally on the moment that we're in right at that time. So how do we do that when there's so many moments to be present in and we've got so much going on all at once? Because it is challenging. There's a really great book called The Third Space by Dr. Adam Fraser, and I'll put a link to it either in the comments or in the description so you can go on and check it out. Basically, the book was just talking about that our life is a series of micro transitions. You know, we're no longer just going from one event to the next. You know, I have many different roles. I wear many different hats. I'm a wife, a mom, a school teacher, a wellness coach, a fitness instructor, a business owner, a friend, a daughter, a sister, and I can be them all within one day. It's like I switch from this to that constantly, as I'm sure it is with all of you out there. You know, we don't just have one role. We are multifaceted, we're multidimensional. And all those aspects of life too can hit all in one day. It doesn't even have to be, you know, spaced out, but they can all be hitting all at the same time. And so how do we deal with that? You know, because there's lots going on. And so this book talked about that life is a series of micro transitions from each moment to each moment to each role to each role. And it gave some sort of insight into how do we transition and how do we do each moment well. Basically, it comes down to the micro transitions, the little transitions between each of those roles and each of those moments. Because there's always a time where we have to transition, right? So whether that's we're driving from our job to come home, or whether we're walking from one room in the house to the other, or we're hanging up one phone call and about to make another, or writing an email, or whatever it might be. You know, there's always that little moment where we can have a transition. And so the third space is transitioning from, you know, being in space number 1 where I'm a wellness coach and a business owner, to space number 2 where I'm being a mum. And then somewhere in the middle is the third space. That's that little transition area. And so whatever that might look like, and maximizing that time. So whether that truly is just pausing for a minute or 30 seconds and going, okay, I'm just choosing to shut off from where I've just been, you know, transitioning, reflecting what happened in that moment, you know, what was good, what was bad. Okay, I'm choosing to shut off and leave that there. And then right now, preparing myself to step into the next. Okay, I'm going into being a mum right now. Okay, what might my daughter need? What sort of atmosphere do I need to bring and carry with me? And it's so powerful, you know, because like he says in the book, you know, life is a series of micro transitions, and we need to just maximize the moment we're in to invest all that we have into each moment. Because we talked about a couple of weeks ago that life is not this big event. You know, if you say you want to be a great mum, that's just not one great event. It's about a series of little moments and investments into your children over time, over a long period of time. Same with your health applies. If you want to be healthy and well, it doesn't just happen in one big moment. It's about, small investments over time to get that result. We have to really be mindful of the moments that we're in and investing into it. And it's all down to transitioning well from one moment to the next, from one role to the next. Does that make sense? And I absolutely love in Matthew, talking about, being focused in the present. Because I think we can be so caught up in the next, or worrying about what's going to happen next, or thinking ahead. But this is in Matthew 6 verses 34. And in the Message version, it just beautifully nails it for me. It says, "Give your entire attention to what God is doing right now. And don't get worked up about what may or may not happen tomorrow. God will help you deal with whatever things come when the time comes." Isn't that great? So we can be so focused on the moment we have right now and not get worked up about what's next or what's happening tomorrow. And so that's it from me. I guess I just want to sum up really quickly and say, one, it's all about being mindful of the moments that we have. By being conscious of this moment is so valuable, I'll never get it again, and I really want to bring my best to this moment and that person or whatever that task is in front of me. Number two, to be mindful of the transitions between each big moment. So there's always that time to just recalibrate, to breathe in, to reflect, to refresh. Take that moment, really maximize it, whether it's 30 seconds, whether it's half an hour, but make sure you transition from one moment to the next. And number three, to just give your very best to the now, to not get worked up about tomorrow, give your attention to what God is doing right now. A series of great moments becomes a great day, becomes a great week, becomes a great month, becomes a great year, becomes a great life. It's a pretty easy way to live life. It takes the pressure off. There's so much freedom when you just give your most and your very best to each moment you have. So pray that bless you, peeps. If you know someone who needs this message, please tag them in the comments below or share this. I'd be so grateful for your help and your support to help me get this message out there. Let me know what you think as well, and I will catch you next week. Have an amazing day, beautiful peeps. Go get them. Bye.